Welcome to 2025. What better way to start the year than a new series on the channel? While all of us are aware of Bella's adventures in the mainland of Morrowind, this series will be set in Vvardenfell and in the island of Solstheim. Now, let me quickly show you a document that I made for this series over the past few months. Alright, this is a document that I made over the past month and a half or so, researching various quest mods made by the Morrowind modding community. And let's switch to dark mode, much better for our eyes. So essentially, we will start the new character in Vvardenfell. We won't be doing vanilla factions, okay? We will play as a non-Nerevarine. Yes, we have a mod which allows you to play as a non-Nerevarine. And we will include some of the most popular and highly rated quest mods, all set in Vvardenfell and Solstheim. Okay? We won't have new land mods as part of this series. And the idea is to playtest and document these 20 plus quest mods for future reference. So each mod will have its own playlist, so people can easily find a specific quest and use it as a reference. I feel this will also be a good documentation for people who want to add certain mods for a playthrough of Morrowind. So I thought this is a very important thing to do. I don't see anything like this on YouTube. Okay, while the amazing Tamriel rebuild and Project Tamriel teams get a lot of publicity, and rightly so, this series will salute other incredible modders out there who are creating content for our beloved Morrowind in 2025. Right? There are lots of talented modders out there who are still making content for Morrowind in 2024, and they're not part of Project Tamriel, nor are they part of Tamriel rebuild. So why not showcase their work, right? So this is the mod, you have the creator, and then some of my comments about what I felt when I tested it. Okay, we'll start off with these quests. We'll start off with Vivec and start off with these quests. And once we complete these set of quests, mods, we will take a break and get to Solstheim. Once we finish that, we'll come back to Vvardenfell and we'll do some of the advanced quest mods. What else? Companions. Yes, I've never played Morrowind with companions. And I wanted to look at some companions from the early noughties. Like back in 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. There were some companions released by Emma and other modders. I was very interested in, using this companion, Julan Ashlander. This companion apparently has got a lot of dialogue for the main quest. But we're not doing that, right? So I checked out a few more companions. I felt Laura Craft by Emma was perfect for this playthrough. For 2002, when this mod was launched, she has some amazing features. Like for example, she has a recall function. So if you do a mark and recall, she'll recall to you. And she levels up with you. You improve your attributes, she'll improve her attributes. She will levitate and water walk with you. That's amazing. And then of course she can heal and restore her magicka too. And the main thing is she has a lot of commentary on various locations of Vvardenfell. And also there are 17 quests. We need to have a high disposition before we can start these quests with her. In my testing so far, I haven't hit the disposition number. So let's see, okay? But we have a long way to go. We have lots to do anyway. So I've settled for Laura Craft, and then we have the cat mod because we are cat people. I love cats. I'm a cat person. And that's about it. So this document is available in the description below. So you guys can check out these mods and pick and choose some of them for your playthrough. Alright? So let's get back into the game. Alright. We are go! New game! So excited, man. Okay, if you see, we're not in the boat, we're not with Jub. This is the alternate start mod. My load order, everything is in the description, so you guys can see what mods I'm using. So now it says path to the Nerevarine and path of another. Let's go with path of another.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
This character is going to be a Dunmer male, and his name is Nals Othrovel. Right? Oh yeah, I'm using a mod called Balanced Passive Races and Birthsigns. Okay, so every race had a daily power in Morrowind. You could use a power once a day, and this mod gets rid of that and gives you a passive power for each race. For example, an Argonian is immune to poison. Okay, it resists disease 75%, can swim underwater. Okay, and then has a constant effect chameleon 10%. So all the Argonians in the game will look kind of weird because they have a constant effect chameleon on them. And if you see Breton, they have a resist paralysis 75%. They can resist paralysis. And of course, they have a lot of magicka. This was even in vanilla. When it comes to the race selection, usually what people do is they choose the best race that provides them these benefits for their specific playthrough, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play as a Dharma because my character is a Dharma. I want him to be a Dharma. Let me give you a quick background. He grew up in Citadel. He's never been to Vvardenfell. He's never been to Morrowind. This is his first trip to Morrowind. And he has a Citadelic girlfriend who is Imperial, of course. And her name is Laura Craft. And she, for some reason, is in Vivec City. Now he is traveling to Morrowind to visit her. That's the background. Very simple background. This is not going to be a roleplay series, of course. The idea is more about documentation than actual roleplay, right? So let's quickly change the hair. Alright, so what are we? He is an explorer. He's just come here to explore with his girlfriend. So Nals is going to use Spear as his main offensive weapon. Okay. Restoration. He's going to use Alteration. He's going to use Acrobatics. He's going to be a super agile and jumpy character. And then we'll also go with light armor. Of course, we'll leave the favored attributes as strength and agility. So you get a plus bonus for these two attributes. And because we want a strength to be higher because you'll deal more damage with your spear, right? We will boost our agility because when we use our spear, we want most of them to be converted to hits and not misses, right? And Morrowind has hit chance and spell chance. And if you want to boost your hit chance, you need to have a high agility score. So let's go with light armor, or should I go with... Let's do one thing. Let's go with Marksmen. Yes, and we're not going to use a bow. We're going to use throwing weapons as our backup offensive weapon. Alright? Throwing weapons, I love it. I really enjoyed it in my test playthroughs. It is so unique and so much fun, man. And here we'll set light armor here, of course. And then we will also go with Sneak. We'll go with Speechcraft. We'll go with Mercantile. I want to boost my personality attribute. So I'll keep trying to find a trainer to increase these two skills. And finally, I guess Enchant makes sense. So every time you use your spear, you will boost the endurance attribute. That's very good. The endurance attribute will increase your health. That's great. And Alteration and Restoration magic will increase your willpower. Acrobatics is for strength. I keep jumping all the time. That will improve my acrobatics, and that will also increase my strength as I level up. And I need a skill to boost my agility, and that will be Marksman. And then we have light armor also, which will boost agility. Sneak will boost agility. And then of course these two personality skills are extremely important to level up the personality. And finally, I don't have even a single skill which levels up intelligence. So it has to be enchanting, right? So there you go, enchanting. Alright, the mod changes even the birth signs, as you can see here. Apprentice is an extremely safe option. You have high magicka pool, and then you have a resist magicka 15%. And Atronak is a challenging thing. You have to rely on spell absorption, and you can't rest to get back magicka. Okay. The lady improves these attributes, which is pretty amazing. 20-point boost to your personality will really make a difference, especially with the mods we've installed. If you have a low personality score, some of those mods will make you feel like you really are in an alien place, because the NPCs will be totally pissed off at you because you have such a low personality. And that was not the case in Vanilla Morrowind, and these mods actually really are awesome. Okay, if you're a warrior, this is kind of a nice option. Let's see. Warrior, perfect for a warrior, of course. Cover, my character is not going to use lockpicks and security, so it's useless. This is kind of fortify luck. Okay, I guess. Boring. Steed. Oh, this is an amazing burst sign, right? So you have a boost to speed, boost to athletic skill, and look at the feather 100. Constant effect feather 100 points is amazing. You'll be like so light, and you can gather stuff, yet you can run around at pace. It's fantastic. Chameleon 10%. This is a constant effect Chameleon 10%. If you're an Argonian, you can go with this. Next is Serpent, which gives you a swift swim. If you're doing a water-based playthrough, this will be great. This one, Reflect 25%. High elves have a passive of reflect of 25%, and then you choose a ritual birth sign, you will have a 50% reflect at level 1, which is phenomenal, right? But unfortunately, my character is not a high elf. Maybe I'll do this for the Royal Tamriel Abyssian Shows playthrough. Maybe go with a reflection character. It'll be fun. And mage. So this is a safe option, but I'm going to choose lover. That's because I'm going to get a boost of 20 points in agility, and that's extremely important. So I can land more hits on using my spear, right? And we get a nice bonus to your resist paralysis. Fantastic. Okay. This mod is amazing. It gives you lots of passive bonuses and also changes some of these birth signs to make them fun. So I would recommend you guys to check it out and try using this mod. In Vanilla Morrowind, I had to actually remember a once a day power. I never use it, it's kind of boring. This is fun. There you go. So Nals Othrovel is a Dunmer, and he has pathetic amounts of health, lots of fatigue. His strength is 40, intelligence is 40, not bad. Willpower is low, agility is 70, that's amazing. 70 agility to start off with is phenomenal. Because my personality is less than 40, you'll see that how all of these NPCs will come alive, throwing insults at you. Some of the mods are awesome. They actually fix a lot of issues with Vanilla Morrowind, which ensured that NPCs actually say some of those idle lines which we never heard in Morrowind. So that's amazing, right? If I choose combat, it'll affect these skills. And the only skill I have here in my list is spear, right? If I choose stealth, it'll affect these skills: sneak, acrobatics, light armor, marksman, mercantile, speechcraft. Just by choosing stealth, I'm going to get bonus in all of these skills which I care about. So I'm going to go with stealth, right? That makes sense. Abilities: light resistance, resist fire, resist paralysis, and fortify agility. So I have a fantastic fire resistance and paralysis resistance. Oh, amazing character. Unfortunately, he's going to be extremely weak, but we'll improve our endurance, And we get some spells too, alteration and restoration spell. Oh, beautiful. And if you observe, this character can only deal elemental damage by using his throwing stars and throwing knives and throwing darts.
No one can match me.
Wow, this guy is so tanky. Holy crow. I'm not using destruction magic. I'm not using conjuration magic. Alright, so this looks good. Let's get started. Okay, this mod is asking, do you have Morrowind Rebirth installed? No. Give me starting items, please. Do you want a Thief branch of multi-branch quest, even if you're not part of the Thieves Guild member? Yeah, we're not going to be part of the Thieves Guild member, so I'm going to say yes. Beautiful. So, get a spear. We get a bow and arrow, which we're not going to use, and we get an iron dagger. Nice. And we get some robes. Alright. Okay, so now here we have multiple options. We can choose to randomize the starting location, or you could select any one location. Gnamok, Nisus, Alvelothi, Aldrun, Caldera, Balmora, Dragonfell, Voss, Sadritmora, Elbranora, Molagmar, and Vivec. Our character has taken a boat from Imperial City and he's arriving at Vivec. That's about it. Let's get to Vivec. New playthrough. Ha ha ha, so exciting. Giant cantons of Vivec City seem to steal your gaze the entire time your ferryman carried you across its flowing rivers. You sat almost petrified, eyes ablaze in wonder from the giant tapestries hanging from overarching bridges, the crystal clear blue water flowing like fountains from the canton grates. As the shipmaster brings the boat to port, you leap out into the wooden planks, eager to get lost in this metropolis.
I call you a swit, but even swits have their uses.
See, you saw that? Exactly what I was talking about. We've never heard all of these idle lines and racism. Even though this guy's a Dunmer, people know that he's an outlander.
Someone watching me. I can tell.
And just imagine, right? This guy's coming from Cyrodiil into Morrowind and he sees these cantons, these Cambodia-style buildings. Wow, his mind must be blown. But he's worried. He's extremely worried because he wants to meet his girlfriend. And she said she's going to be near the foreign quarter. So let's go meet her. Wow, Vivec is so beautiful in the morning. Fog adds so much.